The due date is this Friday?
May 8th, this Friday.
Could be any time.
Wish me luck for a swift and painless...
I don't think I have enough tape to get to Friday. Is there any way you could push? Hello again, lovers. Good to see you again. Just wishing our expectant mom good luck as she goes forth and multiplies. So why don't we start this week with a fitting joke, the comedic stylings of Nobel Prize-winning economist Joseph Stiglitz. Joseph Stiglitz, everybody.
One of my friends said, he went into one of the big banks and put in his ATM, and it said insufficient funds. He didn't know whether it was his account or the bank's account, the bank.
Yeah, that's not really funny. But then banking really isn't supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be eye-glazingly boring, and it used to be until Wall Street turned into Vegas without the showgirls and cheap shrimp. Now, of course, we live in the era of recession and TARP. You remember TARP, right? The Troubled Asset Relief Program? Well, that's only the $700 billion bailout you know about. Did you know there are also several others, many of them very secretive, including, and I'm not making this up, the Asset-Backed Commercial Paper Money Market Mutual Fund Liquidity Facility, better known as ABC PUM-FILF. Now, these programs were designed to get the banks lending again, but of course that didn't work. So for the past couple of months, the government has been conducting these so-called stress tests, trying to figure out which of the 19 biggest banks are flat busted, which are worth saving. But here's the headline. Most of the really respected economists in this country think these stress tests are, what's a good word? A complete crock.
Stress test is just a little bit of decorative icing to distract our attention.
Different phrase, same meaning. But this is huge, because that guy is Dr. Simon Johnson. He's the former chief economist for the International Monetary Fund. For years, he was the guy heads of state would call when their economies were collapsing. And he says he knows a stall tactic when he sees one.
Well, the government, I can't, I think for public relations purposes, say we don't care about the situation of the banks, we're just going to let them get away with anything and everything. They have to say, no, we've done a proper serious investigation, we've done these stress tests. I think it's taken them almost 2 months. That by itself is very strange. The kinds of stress tests that they're doing are model runs. How long does it take to rerun a model with new data and new parameters? Talk to the experts, they'll tell you 1 day, 3 days, something like that. So the 2 months, I think, is a stalling tactic, quite a good one, because then you think, well, yeah, they did something. Right? And I would guess that the amount of capital the government will have to contribute will end up, surprise, surprise, being roughly the amount of money they have left in their kitty for this, which is about $100 billion.
Right. He's one of several economists who really fault this administration and the last one for not trying to take over these big banks, clean them up, and then sell them off. He says the policy now is essentially to wait and hope. Oh, and he has a lovely description for these too big to fail banks with their hands out for taxpayer dollars.
It is by far the most successful extortion, plundering, looting scheme in the history of mankind on a dollar-for-dollar basis. There are people who have broken into empires and taken away all the valuable possessions of that empire, who got less. I mean, think about it. You break into an empire, you break down the temples, you steal all the gold, it's gone. It's a one-time transfer. These guys have an annuity.